Women's Division, where the San Clemente Rhinos goes up against the Cape Town Wild Dogs, two formidable franchises in the Rugby 10s format. And today, the Rugby 10s Invitational live here in the beautiful Gordons Bay. We're at the Helderberg Rugby Stadium. And Paul, these two teams have shown that they are really well-oiled when it comes to the set piece, but there's some real flair with some individual brilliance across both teams here today.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I love what you're saying there. The balance in both of these teams is something to behold. Something's very, very special. But it will be interesting to see what they come out and do today. You know, a bit of rain overnight, conditions a little bit different. So we'll see how they change it up. We noticed the Rhinos especially kicking a bit more than other teams yesterday. So I don't know if they'll employ that tactic again. And obviously the Wild Dogs just looking to keep that ball in hand.
Yeah, absolutely. As both teams run out on today's tournament, as Paul mentioned, overcast conditions, but the sun is peeking out and it's making for some real beautiful conditions. And as you can see, that beautiful backdrop surrounded by the Helderberg Mountains. Of course, we are so grateful for our sponsors, Pool RX, Pepper Pod, as well as Hertz. It makes all of today's action over these last 2 days rather possible in that white and green strip. The Cape Town Wild Dogs, that is led by head coach Lorinda Brown Duplessis. She was also in the commentary box, and such an established coach, obviously former South African 15 and 7s player, and really knows his stuff when it comes to rearing the next generation. We've also had some great standard when it comes to our refereeing over the first day, and we're ready for kickoff as the Rhinos will start proceedings. Nice high-hanging restart as the Cape Town Wild Dogs gathers the ball. Good first up defense for the Rhinos. Always important to start off with a bang as the Cape Town Wild Dogs look to run out of their own 22. A little bit lateral. Line speed very impressive so early from the Rhinos. Cape Town Wild Dogs changes direction and switches play once again. We know Logan Valman, who's part of this Cape Town Wild Dogs team, really steering the boat really well. Now some space on the outside and a wonderful step inside as she offloads in the tackle. Alicia Ari is such a dangerous player for this Wild Dogs team. And now they got some numbers to burn on the outside as Kagiso Mapoke opts to go route one. Now Michelle September keeping the defense guessing as they set up the breakdown just outside of the 22. Again, using the ball through the hands. Lovely flat pass to Letitia Majere. Still struggling in the contact, but managing to get the ball to the ground. Alicia Aris looking for options on the outside. She gives the offload. Now the danger woman releasing that number 12, Pamela Boyce, who's been so industrious in this early stanza of the match. It's been all the Cape Town Wild Dogs, again releasing those big burly forwards to make sure they suck into the defense of the Rhinos. Alicia Aris looking for options, not the best pass, but well gathered by Alicia Willems. So also one of those standout performances on day one. Now there's space on the outside, but losing the ball. Nobushle Chabalala as the Rhinos make sure they turn over possession. They were going to have to look for the outside, but the rest says no advantage. Wow, Paul, it's been 2 minutes of intensity and pace. If this is anything we have to go by, this is going to be an exciting day of rugby.
I'm tired watching that. 2 minutes of non-stop back and forth. Again, some fantastic attacking continuity there by the Wild Dogs. You know, knowing when to go into the contact, knowing when to move the ball to the spaces, and unfortunately just couldn't make the most of it.
Yeah, set piece such a crucial part of the Rugby 10s format, and we've been treated to some excellence in that department. We see some really good scrums, Paul, really good lineouts as well, something that women's rugby has really set the standard in.
They have, Charlotte. We chatted about it off screen, and we were saying how competitive the scrums were yesterday. And again, if we're having a look at this, just have a look at the Wild Dogs really putting the Rhinos under pressure there and actually forcing a turnover. think it's something, the attacking teams used it as an attacking platform when they could,
Yeah.
but we did see quite often that the defensive teams really having a go at the scrums, trying to create turnovers and pressure at scrum time.
Yeah, it's about turning pressure into points, especially on finals day. And it's the first match this morning. We've been treated to some really exciting rugby on day one. And now these women starting off proceedings here at the Rugby 10s Invitational. We're here at the beautiful Helderberg Rugby Stadium, of course, as the Cape Town Wild Dogs managed to get their scrum just inside of the 22 of the Rhinos. Good cutout pass to Pamela Boyce. She's been keeping defenders busy this morning. And changing direction, Alicia Aries, the number 17 of the Wild Dogs, always trying to jink and weave and looking for an opportunity, especially around the fringes. It's again Aries now releasing her big forwards in the form of Kamoglesho Mokela as the ref awards the penalty. Cape Town Wild Dogs looking to speed play. You can't stop play so early there. And we've also seen, Paul, the discipline has been also of good standard across all divisions. And something there the youngster would learn a lot from. That is number 7, Ashlyn Smith from the Rhinos.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. And I don't blame her. Alicia Aries, such a threat with ball in hand.
Absolutely. As Kagiso Mapoke with the clearing up play. Wild Dogs struggling to get clean ball from the breakdown, but they managed to do so as they release Lamentia Marcus, such a strong ball carrier. Wild Dogs still have the penalty advantage in the 22. We know notoriously the Wild Dogs has got running rugby DNA in their veins. And a wonderful show and go by the number 44, Kagiso Mapoke, the one with the blonde strip. She's on fire this morning, Paul.
She is, and really rich reward there for this Wild Dogs team. I don't think the Rhinos have even had the ball aside from that scrum. I don't think they've strung a pass together. So, looking at it from a positive perspective, a really good defensive set there, keeping the Wild Dogs out for 5.5 minutes. But the damn walls were going to burst at some point.
You definitely had to, especially given the fact that this Wild Dogs team, the combinations have grown over this tournament, and they've got really good stars in their individual players that have been exposed to provincial and international rugby, and that always bodes well for the cohesion of your team. As the Cape Town Wild Dogs take the early lead by 7 points to 0 over the St. Clemente Rhinos with just less than 4 minutes to play. As Alicia Willemse restarts play, and a good gather by the number 17, Alicia Aries. Such a danger with ball in hand, but good body position on the jackal there as the St. Clemente Rhinos secures the penalty. That was Asadia Koma. Such strong body positioning over that breakdown area, Paul. Again, showcasing the quality of coaching that has been coming to the fore in shaping these players to take their game to the next level.
Oh, I echo your sentiments 100%. You can see the quality of the coaching. You can see the quality of these players, understanding their roles. There's role clarity. There's understanding of what needs to be done. And even just looking at how exciting that little kickoff was, that just shows there's a bit of connection between these players. There's a little, bit of magic going on off the ball, and a fantastic kickoff there with Alicia running onto it. Just couldn't capitalize on that.
We spoke about provincial and international stars. Logan Valman, the number 23 of the Rhinos, she would really need to lead things in terms of taking this Rhinos team forward. But look at that scrum, Paul. Strong scrum by the Cape Town Wild Dogs as they secure the penalty. And Alicia Willemse, the one who's been the cornerstone in this attacking part of things here in this Cape Town Wild Dogs team. And they managed to get the line out just inside of the 22. Another attacking platform here from the line out now. It'll be interesting to see what the Wild Dogs will conjure up here, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. Surprisingly, the Rhinos very physical yesterday, were winning all those physical contests, and this morning under quite a bit of pressure from this Wild Dogs team.
Yeah, Willemse with a good feed as the Wild Dogs secure their line out. Nice flat pass, but ball being lost by Alicia Aries. She'll be very disappointed with herself. She's been having a good start to a tournament, especially on Saturday. She showed some incredible touches with the ball. As the St. Clemente Rhinos now look to clear their own 22. They've been under the cautions, minute 1. And they would try to get themselves back in the scoreboard. There's a danger woman, Logan Valman. Also part of the high performance rugby village of the rugby 10s. As the St. Clemente Rhinos gets awarded the penalty. Now, the number 10, Kimiko Manuel. And the cutout pass just not finding hands, but the St. Clemente Rhinos did gather possession, but the jam defense of the Cape Town Wild Dogs just bundling them out. And line out being awarded to the Cape Town Wild Dogs just outside of the 22 of the St. Clemente Rhinos, with just less than 1 minute left in this first half. Alicia Willemse throwing the ball off the top, not finding her jumpers, but good clear out play by Kamogeshlo Makwele. Now a chance on the outside. Lovely little flat pass, and there's the danger woman. So fleet-footed, the number 27, or the 21 rather. It is Faith Gosling. As they say, crazy hair, who cares? If you've got that skill, if you've got that talent, if you've got that pace, Paul, you're going to be a superstar in the making.
Absolutely. And Faith, we've known for years. We've seen her on the circuit, a really, really integral player for the Titans from the Knysna area over the past few years. She's moved down to Cape Town last year and really making her mark here now.
Yeah, definitely been making her marks. As that concludes the first half, as the conversion was not successful, it is the Cape Town Wild Dogs that leads by 12 points to 0 over the St. Clemente Rhinos. It's the Rugby 10's Invitational. It's finals day. Live here at the Helderberg Rugby Stadium. We'll be back with the second half action right after these halftime chats.
And just make sure that attackers listen. The 10, when we get a penalty against us, just make sure you retreat 10 yards, sir. You're going to get the yellow card on that. It happened now, it shouldn't happen again. So, in low, forward, wide. That's all we need. The moment you draw them in, you're going to create space on the side.
I said the line out, just fall back like before.
On the?
Listen, on that, you can see they don't have a back player. Okay. So I will always throw over ball.
Okay.
Because it's on the outside. Okay.
Are we all good?
Too
many people speaking. Are we all good?
Darling, down, you always alone. So Lisa Wallace says pause.
Yeah. Don't isolate yourself. No? Okay.
Penalties, quick play.
Okay.
Quick play.
Okay, so one change we're going to make, you coming off now. You're going back to hooker.
Okay.
Prop, the normal front three.
Guys, we're dominating in the
Allowing,
scrums.
you go to
So let's
lock.
make sure.
You go to lock now.
Lisa,
Go to lock.
is op
So
Gaat
you-
die kant toe,
you
gaat die
went
kant toe,
to lock. Okay, let's go. Come, Wild Dogs.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to the second half. It's game 1 here on finals day. It's the Rugby 10's Invitational. The beautiful, gorgeous Gordons Bay, as they say in these parts, as the Cape Town Wild Dogs restarts things, but not very successful. But play can continue as the Rhinos sets up the breakdown just inside of their own half. It's Asaria Koma with a nice flat pass. to the 21, Johanna Stammer. And obviously, Captain Courageous, number 4, Anushka Ekron, has been leading this side with such excellence as they opt to change the direction. Good little fend off by Asaria Koma. She started off proceedings by taking the initiative and continuously building on it. Number 1 of Wild Dogs, Letitia Majori, will need to roll away there as the Rhinos now look to penetrate through the middle. Good little step inside. Losing the ball, but they manage to gather as they go up to go same side now. Little space here with numbers to burn. Here's the danger woman, Logan Valman, with the inside pass. Good cover defense by the Wild Dogs, but done so illegally, as Valman still looks to penetrate around the fringes. And discipline again, letting the Wild Dogs down. You can't come around and slapping the ball down as the marching orders is issued. Ball went backwards as the Rhinos still try to see how they can get themselves back into this match. It's a number 7, Ashlyn Smith, with a wild pass. And this is what this Rhinos team can do, Paul. They have struggled a little bit in the set piece with the scrum, but you give them a little bit of space. You put that ball in the danger woman's hands, Logan Valman, and she just makes everybody around her look really good with ball in hand.
She certainly does. Logan Valman, a true talent to behold. Again, we just need her to be involved a bit more, showing there if she has continued involvement and multiple involvements, she really brings so much to this Rhinos team. But again, Shoal, what a frenetic start. Yeah. Just like the first half, second half started off with a bang.
Yeah, such a strong scrum by the Cape Town Wild Dogs. They've been dominating in that area, and they turn pressure into another opportunity as they can clear now out of their own 22. And we were speaking about players needing to stand up. You spoke about Logan Valman, but one player that has also impressed, number 19 from the Rhinos, Asadia Koma, who's been very industrious, and then obviously also backed up by good leadership from the number 4, Anushka Ekron, also one of the young leaders in the Rhinos team. And leadership, you, Paul, as a former captain, is so important in terms of making sure you keep composure, calmness, and getting all your charges, pointing in the right direction, especially when you're under pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredibly important, vitally important. And you can see Ekron marshalling her troops. She's done such a great job, and also she just brings something different. She's very physical, very abrasive, and also that left foot, you don't see it often. Sometimes don't realize how valuable it is to have that option.
Yeah, line out. Again, not finding the jumper for the Wild Dogs, but Willemse now changes direction, try to see how they can exploit the blind. Now again, putting the ball through the hands to those big forwards of the Wild Dogs. We know they are so strong in the set piece, but they are also very elusive with ball in hand. As Alicia Aris again opts to go around the fringes, trying to keep those defenders honest. Now, chance on the blind side with Alicia Willems again, with a good little step, but not finding a player on the outside. And just like day one, it will take a bit of time, Paul, for these combinations to gel in and find their rhythm as the day progresses.
Yeah, you're right. I think the rest of the Wild Dogs attacking set, they're not giving Alicia enough time just to do her thing, possibly a little bit flat, forcing the pass at the end there, and as we could see, not going to hand.
Opportunity here on the lineup now for the Rhinos. What do you think they need to do just to penetrate the defense of this Cape Town Wild Dogs?
I think they've done well when they get rolling, Shoal. As we can see here, when they're going into those spaces, moving the ball when they need to. I mean, we look at that there. That's a fantastic option. We always talk about playing in and out of contact. So if you can get in behind the defense, now I'd say set up that breakdown. You can see they've set up.
Yeah, I agree with you, Paul. In terms of that relentless wave after wave attack, as the number 16, Ola Masakala, taking initiative. And there, the dam wall had to break. You were speaking about turning pressure into points, Paul. And it looks like you need to get back into the coaching box, because what you're saying, the Rhinos are listening and they're back into this match.
as we discussed, Shol, they just needed to keep their hands on the ball for a couple of phases and a couple of minutes. They've shown us so much of their attacking ability on day one, and again, I think it goes without saying for both sides. You know, the ball is what you need. If you have your hands on the pull, you can score the points.
Absolutely. His conversion not successful by Tola Masakala. But nonetheless, this Rhinos team is back into this match with just less than 4 minutes to go. It's the Cape Town Wild Dogs leading by 12 points to 5 over the San Clemente Rhinos. And it's the potent left foot from Anushka Ekron to restart proceedings. Beautiful high hanging kick, but wonderful take as well by Logan Valman. It's the sharpshooter from the Wild Dogs. Apologies, Alicia Aris. Let's put respect on that name. What a wonderful take by the youngster. Herself and Logan Valman look so similar in stature, but take note of that name, Alicia Arish, just showing her skills there, Paul, taking the ball out of the air and pace to burn for the youngster, scoring one of the tries of the tournament.
She's a supreme athlete. Made her debut for the South African Women's Seven side in 2022 in Toulouse. A winger by trade, Shol, but so good to see her moving into more of a playmaking role in this game. And again, just with that frame, she's a supreme athlete. Getting up off the ground, the confidence to take that ball above her head, and a fantastic score there for Alicia Aris.
Yeah, one of the tries of this Rugby 10's Invitational. Again, showcasing the individual brilliance as Alicia Aris' conversion is successful. Now, the Cape Town Wild Dogs restoring their lead to 19 points to 5. I've almost found it in terms of seeing it on the 7th circuit when a player just did a big high-octane passage and they maybe are the kicker. They almost interchange the roles, especially who is fresh. And we've seen Willemse being involved in a lot of the attacking platform, just taking the conversion. And we've seen her struggle a little bit with the kickers, but it's not down to the skill set. It's maybe just some fatigue. So from a coaching perspective, preservation of the energy, especially on day 2, will be very crucial, Paul.
You've nailed it there, Shol. Absolutely. On day 2, you know, every game's a final, and you need your best players on the field for as long as they can be. And you're right there. I think just, you know, a bit of a coaching note, you're always looking for more than one person to have that skill set to help one another out.
Yeah, the Wild Dogs storming on that scrum again. You don't always see a Rhino scrum going backwards, but this is the caliber of this Wild Dogs pack. As the Rhinos try to see if they can clear that scrambling ball. They managed to do so. Putting the ball through the hands. It's that number 17 once again. From the Rhinos, releasing and keeping many defenders busy. And the penalty awarded just inside of the half of the Rhinos. They will look to speed up play now. Giving it to Asadia Komar. One of the stand-up performances in that first half. Again, the Wild Dogs will need to watch their discipline, especially at the breakdown. They've conceded a lot of penalties. And changing direction, almost stagnant like, but now the pace and the step of Chandre Franke. Also one of those big players in this Rhino side. They are loaded with stars. It's about now just trying to get the alignment and the synergy going. And they go same side now. Now there's opportunities and numbers to burn. They don't need it on the outside as Kelly McKenna with a lovely show and go to score the try under the sticks. And even though their set piece has gone back, the attacking intent has not, Paul.
It certainly hasn't. And they've given themselves a chance now. If they can pop this conversion over, got an opportunity to win this kickoff back. Unfortunately, it hasn't quite gone over, but a real ding-dong battle, Shol. You know, I really enjoy day 2s or finals days, as we call it, because it's always strength versus strength, and it's been such a competitive game so far.
It's competitiveness to the max. The best girls and women's tournament, that is the Rugby 10's Invitational. And later on, we'll also have the under-20 men and then the exciting mixed play between the under-13 and under-16 divisions. But for now, the Wild Dogs said that is enough. We've done the job. It's finals day. There's still more important games to come. And they are crowned victorious in game 1 on finals day. It's Cape Town Wild Dogs winning by 19 points to 10 over the San Clemente Rhinos. Thoughts, Paul, as we had a successful and high-octane game one?
First thought, Charles, you are brilliant at your job, but what a pleasure being able to do this with you. And secondly, what a fantastic start to the day. You know, after seeing the Magic performances on Saturday, we were under no illusions that there was going to be a slow start to today. And just what a performance from the Cape Town Wild Dogs. The Rhinos showed us their physicality, and that it was one of their big points on Saturday.